Suzanne Jarratt and her work, Rereading the Sophists, Classical Rhetoric Refigured. Suzanne Jarratt says she has always loved the English language and that it only seemed natural to follow its course. Throughout her life, she has and continues to pursue this passion, eventually led to her becoming a major rhetorical theorist of her time. In her research, she tackles topics such as the history of rhetoric, feminism within rhetoric, pedagogy surrounding rhetoric, and much more. Her works offer new definitions and questions to be asked about the currently accepted ones. This video will focus on her book, Rereading the Sophists, Classical Rhetoric Refigured. Jarratt takes the less studied classical group of theorists, the Sophists, including Gorgias and Thucydides, and reevaluates their history and teachings. She uses this reevaluation and applies it to all kinds of modern aspects. The two major ones include feminism and pedagogy, specifically the pedagogy of composition. She draws similarities between women and the Sophists that offer women a new way of challenging the patriarchy. The overlying theme is that both women and Sophists were oppressed by the leading males of their time. The Sophists' oppressing males would be Aristotle and Plato. Women's oppressors have proven to be men throughout history. It is explained by Jarratt that the Sophist works are few and far between due to Aristotle and Plato, who did not agree with their views, and therefore suppressed their ideals. This action, when taken by men, can also explain women's position in our current canon. She stresses that this opposition can also be seen being used against minorities. Her pedagogical stance aligns with the Sophists' antithesis teachings. They questioned the accepted norms of their time, but did not draw answers to these questions. Jarratt supports this kind of teaching for composition students. In her view, composition students could benefit from this technique by learning to question but not pressure their views onto others. This allows for an open kind of debate within the classroom. She also liked the Sophist way of building this technique to be used within a democracy. She encourages composition teachers to not limit themselves to the classroom, but to share their views with others. Jarratt goes as far as saying, for those composition teachers who wish to participate in the revitalization of our own democracy, the voice of Sophistic rhetoric speaks out in playful, persuasive, and promising tones. Last, but definitely not least, Jarratt challenges the canon of rhetoric by showing Aristotle and Plato's oppression of the Sophists. She opens up new lines of research under the Sophists who are frequently overshadowed by these main classical theorists. Suzanne Jarratt continues to research and study within her fields of interest to break the chain and, in her own words, to achieve the kind of critical distance which allows for revision.